What's up everybody, and welcome back to your practice. Today we're going to be moving through a fiery little core flow. So you don't need any props at all, just your space and your mat and yourself and a little bit of inner fire. Let's channel some solar plexus region, get that fire all built up, and we're going to start off in a child's pose. So go ahead and bring your big toes to touch, take the knees out nice and wide. And you can kind of choose to either just come down onto the forearms, keeping long through the spine and broad across the collarbones. No need to drop down unless you feel the need to do that. Just take a moment to center in, to arrive, to connect to your breath. Kind of feel into how your body is today, how your breath is today. Just really taking this as a moment to check in mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. We'll take a couple of rounds of breath together. Deep inhale through the nose, fill up the belly. Deep sigh out the mouth. 2 more times just like that. Inhale. Clearing exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next, inhale, press into the hands, come up into a tabletop position, and just take this as a moment to start moving some weight into the wrists. Maybe taking some circles clockwise, and then switching, taking those circles anti-clockwise, just starting to feel into the hands, bring some weight into the arms. And you can really let this be a moment of just primal organic movement. Feel into your body, see the little wriggles and wiggles that you need to take. Then go ahead and flip the fingertips back to face you, so you're opening out into the underside of the wrists, and sway forwards and back here once again. You're sinking the hips back towards your heels, and then inhale, pulling forward. Flip the palms back to face the front, press into the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, take a moment here to arrive, to feel into it. Shifting the hips from side to side, maybe getting into the side body, just starting to waken up the spine. Bringing awareness in towards your hands and your feet, feeling that transfer of weight. And then inhale, come high up onto the toes, ripple forward, high plank pose. Can you really lengthen through the heels, pull the chest and heart forward, get really nice and long through the spine, belly draws in towards the core. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Get strong into the hands, pressing down through that space between the index and thumb, protracting through the shoulders here. Navel draws up in towards your spine. Glutes are active, quads are active. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. This time as you exhale, shift the heels over towards the right, left hand reaches up towards the sky, Vashisthasana, side plank. Your variation with the feet stacked, staggered, one in front of the other, maybe even dropping the right knee if you need to. Just find a moment here where you can plug in. Feel that core drawing in, the glutes pressing forward. Drive down through the hand, lift the hips. Exhale, left hand comes to plant, bring the heels back to center, and then drop them over towards the left, right hand reaches. Vashisthasana, side plank on the left side. Again, take your variation with the feet. Keep pressing down through the feet and the hands, lift the hips up nice and high. Keep drawing the navel in towards the spine, reaching that right hand up towards the ceiling. If you ever want to play with the balance here, you can lift your gaze up towards that right thumb. Exhale, right hand comes down. This time right forearm is going to drop as you bring the heels back to center and then shift them over towards the right. You can stay up on fingertips on the left hand here, or left hand reaches up towards the sky. You're coming into that forearm side plank. Hips are pressing forward, glutes are active, hips reaching towards the sky. Can you press down into the palm of the hand? So really feel like that entire length from the fingertip all the way to the elbow is pressing down into the mat. Exhale, left forearm's going to drop down onto the mat as the heels return to center. And then exhale, drop the heels over towards the left. Right hand reaches up. Forearm plank on the left side. Press down through the blade side edges of both feet, palming the ground with that left hand, lifting the hips up nice and high. Again, balance challenge to lift the gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, right forearm plants down onto the ground, forearm plank. Walk your feet back, even maybe off the mat. Get really nice and long into this forearm plank for a moment. Keep pulling the chest and heart through, drawing the navel up and in towards the spine. Legs are active, heels pressing back behind you. Hold here for 3, 2, and on 1. Lower the hips down, Sphinx pose. Take a moment to relax here. Feel the belly drop down. Hands can pull your chest and heart through. Get long through the spine. Exhale, knock the elbows out wide. Take the fingertips out to 10 and 2. Come up onto spider fingertips. A couple rounds of oscillating cobra. Inhale, come up. Feel the back body turn on. Shoulders wrap down the back body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up. Feel the back lifting you up here. Legs are active, glutes are active. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up. This time as you exhale, settle in here for a moment. Feel space, feel expansion. Take one more inhale, shoulders melt down the back body. As you exhale, lower down so your belly button is coming down to the mat. As the belly lowers down, let the feet lift. Rest here and then reach your hands back, come into locust pose. Get long, reaching through the toes, reaching through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead in line with the ears, and then exhale, cactus the arms and open. Inhale, reach them out in front of you, and then exhale, pull the elbows down, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. And then place the hands either side of the ribs. Inhale pulls you into your upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. And then exhale, send it back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Press into the palms, inhale, look forward between the thumbs, high up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step, jump or float towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, root to rise, reach the arms up and overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Press the hips forward, maybe interlace the fingers, allow the index fingers to point up towards the sky, press the hips forward. And then exhale, hands pull down through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back, high plank pose, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Press into the palms, inhale, look forward, bend in the knees, exhale, make your way towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach up. Exhale, pull everything back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or walk the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, gather yourself. Inhale, root to rise, collect up all of the energy. Exhale, pull that energy down in towards you, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, plug into the earth, vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes reach up and back behind you, three-legged dog. Keep the hips nice and square here. If you have to flex into that right foot to help visualize that, then by all means do so. Hold here. Keep the hips square. Feel your points of contact, those 3 points of contact, the 2 hands, that 1 foot. And then come up onto spider fingertips in the left hand. Draw those fingertips back so that they're somewhere under your shoulder. You should be able to see them in your vision now. Hold here or play with floating that left hand. If it floats, maybe you reach it up towards that left hip. So you're in this three-legged dog with 2 points of contact. Feel the stability and the instability, and hold here for 3, 2, and on 1. Left hand returns, mirroring the right. Exhale, draw that right knee up to tap your right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Reach it back. Exhale, draw it across body. Give the left tricep a tap. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep tap. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep, and hold here. Keep drawing the right hip back, but keep that right knee chasing that left armpit. Spiral the back heel down towards the right side of your mat. Inhale, reach the left hand up towards the sky. So you're in this Vashisthasana side plank. Keep that right knee chasing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand's gonna plant, and you spiral around, dropping the heel over towards the left this time. Vashisthasana side plank. Draw that right knee up and in towards your chest. Gaze can come up, maybe to peek at that right thumb. Exhale, gaze comes down towards the top of your mat. Take your right foot to step it towards the front of the mat. Transfer the weight, hands can come to heart center as you lean out into your warrior 3. Take an inhale here, get long through the spine, reaching through that back heel, reaching through the crown of the head. Exhale, soft bend into the knee, draw that left knee up and in towards the chest as you rise into your stalk position. Take an inhale here, really drawing that left knee up. Maybe even you take the hands to clasp the outside of the knee and draw it in for a moment. Feel that space. Feel that stability into the right leg. And then release the leg, bring the hands to heart center. As you exhale, kick that left foot out. Hold it there. Maybe even see if you can lift that left leg a little bit higher. And then exhale, swing it through, back through your warrior 3. Deep bend in the knee, plant the hands, step the feet back, high plank. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes reach up and back this time. Keep square through the hips. Maybe flexing through that left foot to kind of point the toes down towards the mat to help you with that vision. Plug into the earth here. Feel those 3 points of contact. And then start to get light into the right fingertips. See if you can draw those fingertips back towards your face. So they're just underneath your shoulders here, still up on spider fingertips. Stay here or play with floating that right hand. Maybe it reaches up towards the right hip. Plug in. Feel into this 3-legged dog with those 2 points of contact now. The stability, the instability, the integration of your entire body. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Right hand plants down next to the left. Exhale, draw that left knee up to tap your left tricep. Inhale, reach it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw it across body. Left knee, right tricep. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, and hold. Draw that left hip back and in line so you're remaining square towards your mat here. Left knee chases up and in towards that right armpit. Spiral down the back heel towards the left. Left knee is coming underneath the body as you reach the right hand up towards the sky, side plank. Keep drawing that left knee up towards the ceiling. Up, up, up. And then exhale, right hand plants as you spiral everything down and around. Heel now plants over towards the right as the left hand reaches up, side plank. Left knee coming up and in towards the chest. Maybe the gaze comes up towards the left thumb. Hold here. Next, exhale, gaze comes down towards the front of the mat. Draw that left knee up and in towards the chest and then step it somewhere towards the top of your mat. Transfer the weight in towards that left foot. Hands come to heart center, warrior 3. Take an inhale. Get long. Square through the hips. Exhale, plug everything in. Next, inhale, draw that right knee up and in towards your chest. Strong into that left leg. Take the clasp to the outside of the shin here. Draw that knee up and in towards your chest. Find some space. Find length through the spine. Deep breaths. Release the leg. Hands come to heart center. As you exhale, straighten through that right leg. Draw that heel up towards the ceiling. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Swing it through. Warrior 3. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, hands plant, step the left toes back, high plank. Exhale, lower down through your vinyasa. Everyone meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right toes reach up and back behind you, three-legged dog. Draw those left fingertips back towards your face, keeping on spider fingertips or floating that left hand up towards your left hip for this three-legged dog with 2 points of contact. 1 inhale here. Exhale, left hand plants. Draw that right knee across body straight away. Give that left tricep a tap. Spiral the back heel down towards the right side of your mat. Inhale, left hand reaches towards the sky. Knee drives up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand plants, spiral it open. Vashisthasana, side plank. Right hand reaching towards the sky this time. Hold here or option to step over and behind you, coming into your wild thing posture. Wherever you are, whether you're taking the space of stability or the space of openness, be there, fully, presently. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, everyone closes back off, coming into that Vashisthasana side plank. Right knee draws up and in towards the chest. Look towards the front of the mat and then step your right foot down in front of you. Hands come to heart center, step out, lean out, warrior 3. Inhale, rise up, one-legged stalk. Exhale, extend that front left leg, straighten it. Lift the heel up towards the sky. Hold here, or option to open that around, almost like you're lifting it over a fire hydrant, coming into half moon. Open out into it. Maybe the fingertips come down, and you just give it a little tap. Once you get there, come back the same way you came in, really reaching that left foot up and over and around. Draw it out, reach it towards the front of the mat, and then exhale, swing it through, warrior 3 for a moment. Plant the hands, step the feet back, and vinyasa. Inhale, opens you up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, send it back, Adho Mukha. Inhale, left toes reach up and back behind you. Exhale, draw the fingertips underneath the face. Hold here or float the right fingertips up towards the right hip. Inhale. And then exhale, right hand plants. Draw that left knee across body, give the right tricep a tap. Spiral down the back, heel towards the left, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Left knee chases the ceiling. Exhale, right hand plants, open everything up and around, coming into Vashisthasana side plank, left hand reaching this time. Option to step that left foot over and behind you, coming into your wild thing. Feel those 3 points of contact. The lift into the hips, strength into the legs, openness into the shoulders, expansion across the heart and chest. 1 inhale here. And then exhale, close everything off. Side plank, left knee in towards the chest. Gaze comes to the top of the mat, step that left foot down towards the top of the mat and then shift the weight in, coming up, warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, draw that right knee up and in towards the chest. It's okay if you have some wobbles. Hands come to heart center. Exhale, straighten through that right leg. Take an inhale here. Get long through the spine. Exhale, open it up, swing it around, coming into that half moon. How slowly, how controlled can you get there? And sometimes it's not slow and controlled. Sometimes you wobble out of it. It's fine. Keep playing. Once you get there, come back. Swinging that right foot up and around, making that big, big circle. Once you get there, hold for a moment, and then exhale, swing it through, warrior 3. Hands plant down, step the feet back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward between the thumbs, come high up onto the toes. Your journey to make your way into a forward fold, top of the mat. We'll take a count of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1. Feet land outside the hips, sink the hips back. Reach the feet forward, come down into your low boat position. Low back stays grounded onto the mat. Heels are lifted. You're always welcome to take your hands down by your side to support you. Okay? So hands can be down or hands can reach out in front of you. Hold here. Just holding. Feel your navel drawing in towards your spine. Legs are engaged. Core is engaged. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, knees come in towards the chest as you lift, high boat. Inhale, reach it out, low boat. Exhale, high. Inhale, low. Exhale, high. Inhale, low. Exhale, come up. Inhale, reach out. We go for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your high boat position. Draw the knees up and in towards the chest. Try and stay long through the spine. And then exhale, come down onto your back. Plant the feet about hips width distance apart. Hands come down either side of you. Inhale, bridge the hips up. Take a bridge pose. Feel that opening through the front body. It should feel really nice after all of that work in the core. Just allow some space to open up. And then exhale, release it down. And then rise up, low boat position once again. Low back stays firmly rooted into the mat. Everyone reach their hands forward this time. Just try and be here. If this is okay, reach the hands back behind you. Take an inhale, and then exhale, cactus the arms open. Inhale, reach the hands back behind you. Exhale, cactus open. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, cactus open. One more time, inhale, reach it back. Exhale, cactus open. And release it down, come onto your back, plant the feet, plant the hands. Inhale, bridge the hips up. Feel that release into the front body, the activation into the legs. Feel that fire building in your core and your center. Know that you are capable of being here. You are capable of persevering. Exhale, lower the hips down. Reach the feet out, low boat position once again. Hands interlaced behind the back. Right knee draws up and in towards the chest. Left elbow comes to meet it. And then switch it out. Left knee draws in, right elbow touch. And switch. 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 We're going to hang here for time, so just keep switching. Go at your own pace. Feel like you can go slower than me or faster than me. We're just going to hang here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and low boat, hold. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax everything down, place the hands, place the feet, inhale, bridge the hips up. Feel all of that expansion come in after all of that work and all of that fire. Exhale, drop the hips down. Really nice work. Draw the knees up and in towards the chest, give them a squeeze. Beautiful work. Straighten the legs, flex the feet, soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Hands can plant either side of your hips. Keep the right foot where it is, just drop the left foot here. Just so that left foot is hovering off the ground, almost like it would be in that high boat. And all you're gonna do is you're just going to lift the hips. And just keep lifting the hips. Lift and lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch it out. Left foot comes up, right foot reaches down. Hold here and then lift the hips up and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So it's a real tiny movement. Just go at your own pace, but we're gonna all be here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Both feet up towards the ceiling. Hold here. Lift the shoulders off the ground just an inch. Reach the hands forward. And slow lower the feet for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift them up. Really nice. Just 2 more of those. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift. Last time. Lower down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. Draw the knees into the chest. Lower the shoulders down. Give it a little rock and roll across the spine. And then take some rock and rolls up and down the length of your spine, just building up a little bit of momentum. And then once you get there, roll up into a forward fold. If you can, use your hands, make your way there, however you see fit. Just take a nice gentle forward fold. Be clasping opposite hand, opposite elbow. Just sway some space here for a moment. Soft bend into the knees, inhale, rise up, unravel the spine. When you get there, reach the arms up and overhead. Press the hips forward, expand through the front of the body, make some space there. And then exhale, pull everything down, forward fold once again. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And then exhale, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back. Move through your final vinyasa. Feel free to take time with this one. Maybe lingering in that up dog to release. Then whenever you want to make it back to your downward facing dog, move there. Final journey to the top of the mat once more, one more time. So inhale, look forward between the thumbs, step, walk, float, jump the feet up towards the hands. Once they get there, just sink the hips down. Cross the shins, right shin in front of left, just an easy sukhasana. And then just fold over the legs. Take a moment of release here. Allow your breathing to slow and steady. Allow your mind to slow and steady. Starting to balance all of that fire and energy that we moved through in this practice. We were going pretty hard and fast from the start, so time to just balance that out. Sink into this more yin, feminine, water energy. Allow things to slow. Allow a returning home, coming in. Allow your next inhale to walk yourself back upright, just so you can switch the cross of the shins. Maybe inhale, get long, and then exhale, fold over. I know for me personally, when I am living in alignment and feel my best, it's when I am actively and thoughtfully balancing my energy. The energy between being more introverted and extroverted. The balance between more fiery practice and a more water-based practice, a cooler practice. The yin and yang, the feminine and masculine. Just seeking the ways that balances my personal energies, and we all have such individual energies that reside within us, and so we're going to all find balance in different ways. And this practice can be a really beautiful way of finding how to balance those energies within you. Next, inhale brings you back up to a seat. Take the legs out in front of you, and then just go ahead and roll down onto your back. Draw the knees up and in towards the chest, give them a squeeze, keep the sacrum nice and grounded onto the mat. And then extend the left leg out long as you keep hugging that right knee up and in towards your chest. Find some space here, drawing that right knee up and in towards your right armpit. And then as you exhale, go ahead and shift the weight over towards the right slightly, your hips over towards the right, and then let the right knee drop over towards the left. Sorry, I cued that terribly. Whatever. We've got two sides. I can cue it better on the next side. Ground your shoulders. Get nice and flat. Sometimes I feel like I need to lift my left shoulder out from underneath me and just peel it out a little bit. It just helps me flatten through that upper spine. And then I don't really try and get my right knee all the way to the ground. I just kind of let gravity do the rest. Sometimes having the additional hand there, the left hand onto the right knee, can help just keep the knee there as you allow gravity to do the work, and maybe add a little extra weight. These twists don't really have to be about doing much. You can just kind of set it up and then just be. Again, taking that more restorative approach to this practice, knowing that you have done a lot of work, you've moved a lot in this practice today, you've done a lot, so just allow these last few postures, allow yourself to be. Less doing, more being. Again, balancing that effort with ease. Take two more really nice deep breaths here. And your next inhale just draws you back to center. Draw both knees up and in towards the chest. And then send the right leg out long. Keep the left knee hugging up and in towards that left armpit. Find a moment of space into that left hip socket before you shift the hips over towards the right, and then let the left knee drop over towards the right. Peeling your shoulders out from underneath you, setting yourself up. Setting yourself up so that you can just drop in, let go, find ease, find peace, find stillness in both the body and the mind. Two more deep breaths. What can you do with them? Next inhale draws you back to center. Hug the knees in towards the chest, give them a squeeze. Any finishing final postures that you would like to take, by all means, add them in now. If you want a happy baby, a plow pose, Supta Paschimottanasana, shoulder stand. Or if you're like me and you have just well and truly had enough, tap out, melt down into your Shavasana. Find this final place of rest. A moment to be at ease, to find stillness and quiet. And also to give yourself a moment of gratitude for showing up, for giving what you have, for trying and persevering, even if it meant listening to yourself and your body and taking rest when you needed it too. Perseverance is great, but sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves is to take note of when we need to back off, when we need to find rest and recovery, when it's time to push through, when it's time to persevere, to give effort. So trusting that whatever call to action you had today, that you allowed yourself to be in that space. When we show up here on our mats, we not only practice for ourselves, our bodies, with every movement and every breath that we can be present for and be conscious for, we bring in a deeper state of awareness and consciousness into our lives. And that starts to bleed out off our mat here, where we can start to be more conscious and present with those around us, with everything that we do, with how we navigate our lives. And by doing that, we can also ignite that same consciousness and awareness in others. So when you step on your mat here, you not only practice for a love of yourself and of your own being, but you practice for a love of all other beings. Please feel free to stay in this Shavasana for as long as it serves you, for as long as it brings you closer to Source, closer to self, closer to your innate nature. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It is always such an honor and a privilege. And until we are able to do this again next time, peace. Go well into the rest of your day or afternoon or evening. Namaste.